Live. We're live. Oh my god, my hair's a mess. Look at this. Look at his hair. Look at this dude. Hi, everybody. Welcome in to another installment of Late Night with Epic Mike. We haven't done one of these in a while. I changed them all to AfroCast, and I feel like because it's a proper late night experience, we should call it Late Night at Epic Mike with Epic Mike. I feel like this is a proper late night with Epic Mike. You know? So that's what we're calling it. Welcome in, everyone. I appreciate you guys all being here. Good to see you all in chat. I'm gonna catch up with you guys, say hi to everybody that's here, and then we're just gonna chill and get into it, you know? I appreciate you guys over on Kick as well. Thank you guys for being here. Always a good time. I appreciate my Kick audience. I appreciate my YouTube audience. Thank you guys for being here. First in the door, Jose Taco. Always one of the first people in the door. What's going on, Jose? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Hale Carpenter 77 says second in the door. I appreciate you. Proficial John Morrow says ... because, you know, what needs to be said there. Thank you for the subscription over on Kick, or the follow over on a Kick. AI sees the Bible everywhere. I Ministry says, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Dan Vast Sugar Mama says, I'll use this one. Well, hello, Dan Vast Sugar Mama. He's going to need your help right now. He can't use Twitter anymore. Can't use it. It's gone. We're going to talk about that. Sissy says, hey, Epic Meek in chat. What's going on, Sissy? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope little man is doing well. Hope he's continuing his grind to climb the YouTube ladder. Brimstone says, here for some late night top quality content. Oh boy, Brimstone. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. Isaac 556 by 45. I don't know what that could mean. I'm just kidding. I know what that means. What's going on, Isaac? Welcome in. So happy don't have to get up at 4 a.m. and can watch live. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you don't have to get up at 4 a.m. That sounds awful. I've had to get up at 7 a.m. the last few days, or 6 a.m., and it's been rough. It has been rough. Conan Barbarian says, Crom. What's going on, Conan? Says, behead that like button, folks. Absolutely. Turd Ferguson is back. Turd Ferguson. It's funny. Turd Ferguson. Welcome in, buddy. He says, Meek. What's going on? Steph's Vibrator says, yo, Big Mike Tug said to tell you something. It's tabletop related, but I can't remember now. That's okay. I'm sure Tugs will get it to me. Then Steph's Vibrator says, maybe something about Disbrew being her favorite. Maybe you were supposed to do something for her. I can't think of anything. So we'll have to find out. Escapo says, Mike Epic. What's going on, Escapo? Welcome in, buddy. And then Steph's Vibrator says, actually, maybe it was Tabitha that said you owed her something. That is actually far more likely and does make more sense. I do owe Tabitha something. She asked me to help her with something, and I've been so busy and keep forgetting, and I feel awful about it, but Tabitha's wonderful and very kind and very forgiving of my forgetfulness. So, yeah, it is definitely Tabitha. I'm sorry, brain is so much right now. I'll be wrong on all counts. No, you were correct. You were absolutely correct. What's going on? Justin the Rhino, welcome in. Glad to see you here. Tom Cooper, what's going on? Epic Mike. Yeah, hey, we're here. Roblox Head Leslie Headland says, every time I see the intro, I can see Mike eating a Whopper at Burger King by himself back in the 70s with his wide afro, brown shorts, and light brown t-shirt, and bopping his head to the intro beat. That's a very specific image, and I appreciate that. That was a very beautiful image. I would rock that. Just chilling, having it my way at Burger King, you know? Just chilling, just rocking to my music, you know? God, my hair is a mess today. Bro, it's humid, it's hot. Oh, it's bothering me a little bit. I need to just shave off all my hair. I just need to cut it all off. Degenerate says, this is where the real stream is at. Hey, we're doing what we can out here. Ron is right, says, hail Epic Mike. What's going on, Ron? Michael Mara says, what up, Turd Ferguson? Well, I'm going to say what up to you, Michael. Welcome. Michael, please don't leave me. Michael. I missed the 99-cent Whoppers, right, dude? When food was good and cheap. Well, it didn't necessarily need to be good to be cheap. It was just cheap, and that made it good. Like, cheap food always tastes better. I don't know why that is, but it does. It's just cheap food always tastes better. So, oh jeez, I gotta grab something real quick here. Hold on. That's not it. That's not it either. That's not it either. We'll do this for now. Okay. Fro looking good, says Celluloid Dreamer. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, man. I think they were real meat back then. Yeah, I have a feeling. I've talked to a few different people. So Burger King introduced like their Impossible Whopper, and then a bunch of people are like, "Yo, it tastes almost like the real thing. I couldn't tell the difference." Blah 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 blah, and all this jazz. I have a feeling because I've heard a lot of people say that Burger King tastes different now. My guess is that it was cheaper to use the Impossible meat for everything, and I would not be surprised to find out that Burger King is now using the Impossible meat for all of their meat. I would not be surprised by that at all. I have not been to a Burger King in a long time. I can eat a couple rodeo cheeseburgers. Dude, old school Burger King cheeseburgers are the shit. Also, the old school chicken tenders from Burger King. Like back in like the 90s. I'm trying to think of what time this was. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Let me see here. When did the Hunchback of Notre Dame come out? 1996. Okay, I have like a core memory of getting going to Burger King after a church service. Mom took me to a Burger King, and I got these chicken tenders, and I remember getting a Hunchback of Notre Dame toy. I don't remember what it was. It might have been Judge Claude Frollo or something. And I remember, I think I got a coloring book or something that day. And we went to a park, and it was like a really nice park, and we hung out at this park, and it was a really nice time. And I just have like this memory of that. And I remember these chicken tenders were like the best chicken tenders I ever had. And then I remember a few years later, they changed their recipe for chicken tenders, and they don't taste the same. They've never tasted the same, and it's actually very sad and very depressing. So, Tom Patriot says, "Oi, what's going on, Top Patriot? Welcome in, man." Mike Hill says the one thing that Rings of Power gave me was a case of boredom. Yeah, that it gave me that too. Fernando over on Kick says, "What up? Welcome in, Kick Gang. I appreciate you guys as always." Lurking around for Epic Verse spoilers. I'm excited for the Ryan film. Yeah, Brimstone. I don't have any spoilers right now. We're just working on stuff. We're currently building the set. We're building a new set for the Ryan film, which is called Greengrass. That's the working title. That may be the final title as well. For people that don't know this, we had to go back and reshoot those. We ended up bringing in a new crew. And the quality level that we got from this new crew was so significantly higher than what we had done before that we felt like the quality of the two short films we had shot. Well, we shot three. We had shot Box, Greengrass, and then a short called Successor. We felt like those were not up to the quality level that they should have been up to, especially against Reflection. So we wanted to go back and reshoot those. And so before we shot a lot of that stuff on location and found different places to shoot it. This time around, we're actually building our own set. It's going to be awesome. We're kind of rebooting a lot of things and pooling what we've learned and the new resources to make a much better quality short. So I think you guys will really like what you see. So, yeah. Tom Patriot says, best goldfish flavor. I'm going to be honest, I kind of just like the original. I don't know that anything beats the original. I've had like, they have like a white cheddar flavor. They had a pizza flavor. The pizza flavor is pretty good. I like that one. They had like a extra cheddar, but like, no, I just think the original goldfish kind of slap in a way that, I don't know, it's just something about it. DeGeneres says, onion rings and barbecue sauce on a burger is the GOAT. See, I unfortunately do not like onions. Onions are the bane of my existence. Now, barbecue sauce on a burger is good. But I do not like onions. For some reason, I'm hypersensitive to onions. If too many onions in my food or any regular onions in my food, everything tastes like an onion to me, and it gets me like sick to my stomach. I can eat shallots. I put shallots in fresh shallots in the food. As long as the ratio is pretty small and they're cut up really fine, I can eat shallots, and I can utilize those in food. But anything beyond that, anything stronger than a shallot is just too much for me, and I can't do it. We should start out with give me that bucket. Oh, should we? Interesting. Guess we'll have to look at that. Thank you for the follow over on Kick, Edgar Dolium. Yeah, thank you. Mike, are you a kettle chips guy or normal chips guy? Sun chips? I like all of those. I think kettle chips are Better snack to like sit down and just like munch on. Like kettle chips, I can eat like a bag in a sitting if I'm not careful. Sun chips are really nice. I do like sun chips. It's like a nice change of pace for like flavors. And then regular chips, I don't think anything beats like a regular Lay's potato chip, but it's not something I crave all the time. It's just sometimes I'm like, man, like a regular ass, like a handful of just regular Lay's potato chips would really fucking hit the spot right now. And that's where, you know, sometimes that comes into play. I'm like, yeah, this would absolutely be what I want. So, um, Miss Reptile said, "Hi y'all, hi Mike, Dan banned forever or just in Twitter timeout?" Dan, so Twitter is effectively banned in Brazil. You cannot use Twitter in Brazil, and the current fine I believe is 5 or 9. I think it's $9,000 a day if they catch you using a VPN to use Twitter. Now, I don't know how they're going to enforce all of that unless they specifically go to people's internet providers, which I wouldn't say is outside of the question, to monitor people's internet usage. But the thing is, if you're using a VPN, they don't know what websites you're going to, and they can't prove what websites you're going to. That's the scary part of it. We're gonna get into that. You know, I don't like to get super political on stream. I don't like to really talk politics a whole lot. But when stuff like this happens, I think it's kind of inevitable to have conversations about it. I was on a stream with I was on a stream with Jess. Is it Moxie Mayhem? I'm sorry. God, Jess, don't get mad at me. I do not remember the name of the stream. Um hold on. Hold on. Because I was just on her show. And I can't think of the name of her the name of the show that was on. What the freak, bro? But I was on her show and we got into talking about politics a little bit, and I think it was a good conversation. I think it was a important conversation just about politics in general and the state of politics and what it means for the regular person in the world and how important it is for us to be aware of what's going on. The concept of an entire website being blocked in a country because they are concerned about misinformation is kind of wild to me. You know, we just had a situation in America with them wanting to ban TikTok. The reason they wanted to ban TikTok is because it's a super invasive app and they think it poses a significant uh Moxie Dame. There we go. Moxie Dame. Go check out Moxie Dame over on YouTube. Jess is awesome. The name of the show that she does is called Saucy Rabble. Thank you. There we go. I looked it up. Saucy Rabble. I had a really good time on there. We talked about a lot of things. She let me rant and go off and incoherently mumble to her and her audience for 2.5 hours, and I really appreciated that she did that. So, guys, go check her out. She's awesome. But yeah, the idea of trying to combat misinformation by banning an entire website versus like, hey, this website is actually a national security risk. The app itself is invasive and utilizes technology and phones that could spy on people and spy on governments and disseminate that information to a foreign hostile power is a lot different than, I think this app may have misinformation on it and I don't like that it has political opponents on here talking about me, so it needs to be banned. So Noki Fu says, "Love you, Mike. Prayers for the best for you and your family." Well, I really appreciate that, Noki Fu. Yeah, baby's doing better. She came home the next day. She came home Tuesday afternoon. She went to the hospital Monday afternoon. Came home Tuesday afternoon. She's all good. She just, her health problems and stuff that she has going on. We have to be careful. We have to monitor things, and if we have any concerns that we as parents can't specifically handle, as far as her stats or any kind of thing like that, we have to take her into the hospital to make sure she's okay. Because the last thing we want is something to go south farther than what it already was, and us not have the means to be able to take care of it. So, Stress Level 100 said, "Yo, Mike, ever play Metal Gear Rising? I have not. The only Metal Gear games I have played is 1, 2, and then part of 3, which we'll be getting back to that. I think tomorrow we'll do the sneak peek thing. I've just been really tired. I have not been sleeping a lot. I've been a little stressed out. And the last thing I want to do is fall asleep while playing Metal Gear, specifically during like a 15-minute cutscene. So, Zencat, welcome in. Good to see you. His last two videos didn't get the views his other videos have. Who are we talking about? You talking about me, Sissy, or who are we talking about? Or are you talking about Dan? Eldred says, hi, Mike, hope you're doing well. Don't know how long I'll stay up, but this is a nice surprise. Well, I'm glad that you're here, man. Jason J says, are you up by Grand Rapids, aka Grand Raggedy? I was born in Grand Rapids, actually, and I do live near-ish to Grand Rapids. I can't say exactly where in proximity to Grand Rapids, but I will say I live within 3 hours of Grand Rapids in Michigan. I've been to Grand Rapids a lot. I was born there. I love that city. There's some messes there. There's parts of Grand Rapids that I think have gotten significantly better as a city. There's some really beautiful art and culture around that place. But there's also a lot of pretentious artsy folk that live there now that I do not particularly like or want to associate with. And there's also a lot of places of Grand Rapids that were once beautiful places that are no longer beautiful anymore. I will say this though, it's pretty wild because I recently went on vacation and we went to like Detroit area to go on vacation and just kind of do some sightseeing and stay kind of close by so we could get home if we needed to in a hurry and stuff like that. And it's wild when you get to a certain part of Michigan and you get closer to like Detroit and Flint and those places, when you go to like even being in a parking lot or being at a park or being somewhere near things, there's just trash everywhere. People just throw their shit all over the place. They give no regard for the quality or the state of things. And I can say, like, while I, not every place that I live by or in the area that I live is perfect or beautiful, people do take it a lot more seriously as far as taking care of the place and actually having some pride in where they live. And that does not feel like that. It's weird. It's like when you get to a certain point in Michigan, when you're making your way across the state, there's a line and you can kind of feel it. I don't know, for people that don't, I mean, maybe you don't believe in spiritual energy or anything like that. There is a significant change in like the spiritual energy in Michigan when you get to the other side of Michigan. And those are the people that are in constant like distress. It's not like we don't have, homeless people around here or where I live. There's homeless people in Grand Rapids and stuff too, but it's different and it has a different feel and it has a different vibe. There's almost sometimes a hopelessness when you get to like areas like Detroit and stuff, and it's really sad and it's kind of heartbreaking when you get there. So damn, I'm so fucking behind on chat. Let's just start blitzing through this. Zencat, just looking for something to watch and spotted your show coming on. Well, I'm glad you're here, Zencat. Thank you. Frank the Tank, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Rough Knight says, hail. Dan Vask, what's going on, buddy? So I can't tweet, so I'll say everything I wanted to say on Twitter in here. Dan Faston says, so I pooped twice today, and I need to cut my toenails, but I don't want to. Well, Dan, I feel you, bro. I'm sorry that your country is fucking crazy and that they've fucking banned Twitter, but I hope that changes. So, Dan Vask is gay, not as gay as Ben though. That's true. Yeah. Listening to Car Wash song. Hey, what's up, Doc the Butcher? Welcome in. Emily Kruger. Hello, Emily. Welcome in. Hi, Rose. Welcome in. Burger King is overrated. I don't disagree with that. AI Sees the Bible, Every Eye Ministry for $3.33 says, let's get the stream going. Late night here too. Let's go. Hell yeah. Thank you for the $3.33. I like 3333 is my favorite number. So, people still eat Burger King? Gross. I mean, I'm sure they do because they haven't gone out of business. Either that or their operating costs are so fucking low that they can manage to stay in business and operate in places, because there are Burger Kings in some really bad neighborhoods. There's a place nearby where I live that is like a bad neighborhood, and they couldn't keep a fucking McDonald's open because apparently they kept getting robbed, but they have a Burger King. Nobody robbed the Burger King. Everybody's like, we ain't fucking robbing a Burger King. It's kind of wild, dude. All right. Mike McGinnis, welcome in. Probably added soy to their burgers or something. Short Fat Otaku, what's going on, man? Wow. Damn. Nice to see you in chat, bro. Like, that's kind of wild that you're watching my stream. Man, I feel self-conscious. We got Dan and Short Fat Otaku hanging out here. Oh, jeez. I'm trying not to fucking boomer it too much. Joe, say when I Pureblood, just gifted a membership. Oh, jeez. Just realized I have my thing muted. There we go. Thank you so much. He gifted a membership to Rough Night. Joe, I hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Hope your son is recovering well, bro. Always good to see you in chat, man. I appreciate you. Bro, Dairy Queen is fire. The chicken dinners are so good. I haven't been to Dairy Queen in like 10 years. I probably should go back now. I was a fan of the Burger King chicken sandwich. I remember when they first came out, and I remember having one, and for some reason for me, it didn't do anything for me, but a lot of people were like digging these sandwiches, and they were saying it was even rivaling Popeyes. Man, I remember the chicken sandwich wars, bro. That was kind of a wild time. Everybody was developing their own chicken sandwiches, and some of them were great. Some of them were god-awful, man. So, chicken fries were good. Yeah, I do agree with that. Fast food making you depressed is kind of part of the experience at this point. That's true. Core memory unlocked for chicken. Fernando says, I miss how McDonald's chicken nuggets used to taste. Best nuggets I had as a kid. I respect that. Just like the Act Like first episode must have been inspired by The Fugitive. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely stealing from a lot of people, so... We need a sitcom reminiscent of Gilligan's Island. Well, I will tell you this. While it be late, yes, it is the Bear Thing show. Without specifically going too deep into the concept or anything like that, we do have an early pre-production, a potential sitcom that we're working on. And it is very akin to Leave It to Beaver, Gilligan's Island. It's like an old school sitcom, like a golden age of sitcoms, like 1950, 1940 style sitcom. It's a work in progress right now. I think you will be surprised when we finally get it off the ground, but it's very early. So, yeah. So, OG Goldfish is the best. Tried for the first time recently. Hell yeah. Sun chips are goated with Subway. Yeah. Sun chips at Subway hit differently. Onions are for people who like onions. No need to get heated here. Mr. 30 Below, what's going on, buddy? 8,879 per fine. Yeah, that's fucking wild, dude. I do feel bad for Dan too. Mike, it's cute you think commies need proof to convict you. Well, they don't, but you know what I mean. It's like the idea was, hey, how are they going to find out you're using a VPN? That's all. We need to pull the Martian rescue for Dan Vass. Yeah, we need to get him the fuck up out of Brazil, bro. We absolutely do. B-Man says, good morning. What's going on, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Good morning. Superbase for $5 says, Alien 3 is like if Toy Story 3 started with Andy waking up and his mom was actively burning Woody and all his toys in front of him while saying that was part 1. Part 2, Superbase for another $5 says, didn't survive the move. You don't even see their faces. She then says, here's some new toys, and movie ends with his mom dying in a car crash. I mean, that's true. Also, I'd kind of watch the shit out of that. I'd watch a super adult Toy Story where, like, the toys fucking got burned and it's just like a character piece on Andy and his mom and him growing up and, like, not having the toys around. It's awful and it's super depressing, but I'd watch the shit out of it. Severian says, for context, $8,560 is the real, is that what it is? The average monthly income in Brazil. So they're charging over the average monthly income for using a VPN to use a fucking website. Dan, we got to get you the fuck up out of that country, bro. I don't know what we got to do, but we got to get you the fuck up out of there, bro. I remember when Twitter was banned from a country and the same people defending Twitter limiting people's speech because it's a private company, suddenly banning it is suppressing free speech. Yeah. You must retweet something about someone being able to override the Twitter removal in Brazil. I'm sure they're working on it. It's going to be a whole fucking mess, bro. Lucky says, Epic Mike, how's it going, brother? How's the fam? We're doing good. We're hanging in there. Baby's good now. She's stable. She's chill. Family's good. Just catching up on sleep. My kids started school this week, and so it's just a fucking lot to adjust to, man. Getting up again, like, super early in the fucking morning. To make sure they get ready and stuff. Flying to the Moon says, yo, what's going on, Flying to the Moon? We're still saying hi to people. Pandoom Nation says, rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop. Fat Man Scoop died? What? 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 No way. Bro, that's wild. Fat Man Scoop dead at 53 after collapsing on stage. Damn, bro. That's sad, man. Fuck. I wish I could listen to his music right now, but then I'll fucking get struck, or they'll shut down my stream. Smokey One Kenobi says, what's good, brother? Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome in. King Deplorable, member for 2 months. Thank you so much. 2 months. Much love to the chat and all those who gift memberships. Y'all are awesome. Yes. Thank you all, everyone, for always supporting me, whether it's just being here and giving me your time, watching the stream. For those of you that send in super chats, channel memberships, you know, people over on Kick that send in channel subs. I appreciate you. It means a lot to me. It helps me keep the lights on. It is never required, but it is always appreciated. So thank you so much for all the support. And yeah, here's to 12 months. I'm looking forward to 12-month membership messages. I'm excited for that. So thank you guys so much. Oh, Lil Man's videos, gotcha. He's not getting as much. There's always, gotcha. Well, just remind him, okay? Because YouTube is a bitch, okay? Remind him that there's always ups and downs on every app, no matter how much you do. There are ups and downs with my content all the time. I do mostly live streams, and sometimes there's like 150 people watching me, and then sometimes there's like 30 people watching me. You just never know. The hope is just don't get discouraged. Keep working at it. Keep doing your thing. And when you have, you know, if you've been doing it for 6 or 7 months and you notice that you're not growing, you're not seeing any difference, then there could be a conversation about maybe we need to change it up. But the biggest thing is finding content that you like to make, knowing that you're enjoying the content that you're making, so that way you don't get burnt out on it. So yeah, just encourage, just let him know I'm encouraging him. Just keep doing his thing, man. What's going on, old Renaissance Boomer? Welcome in. Frank the Tank says, of course the American government doesn't want China to spy on American citizens. That's the American government's job. Yeah, 100%. 100% man. Dan Vash Sugar Mama. You're in Lansing? Wow, dude, that's crazy. That's not super far away from Grand Rapids. Tom Cooper says, don't play Dustborn, Mike. That game is torture. Rest in peace, Savvy, X-Ray Girl, and Vera Dark. I ain't playing fucking Dustborn. Unless you guys ask me to. Like, if somebody, and I'm not saying to do this. I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying to do this. Please hear me. If somebody sent in like a $200 super chat and was like, yo, go buy Dustborn and play it. I want to watch you play this game. I would play it. Okay? That's not me grifting. I'm saying I would do it for that, but I'm not doing it for any other reason. I don't want to do it. I'm not particular. I like none of it. I'm not curious about the game. I'm not interested in it. I frankly know that I will be very angry the whole time I play it. I will probably spend longer than anyone else has played that game playing it, because I'll have to stop every 5 minutes to fucking rant about how stupid the game is. And I'm trying to avoid that. So, okay. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying that's what it would take for me to do it. D-Day McLean says, hail, what's going on, D-Day McLean? Welcome in. Glad to see you, man. I know I'm still catching up on chat, guys. We're almost caught up. I'm getting there. Escapo for $10 US.
That's a huge bitch.
Says, speaking of politics, do you take video requests? There's a guy who would put your shouting on Tuesday night's main event to shame. Look up R.A.P. Eric Mays, the most funny and gangsta councilman. It's short. Let me see here. It just depends on how long it is. That's what she said. You know, the thing that sucks is, like, I don't know half the time whether or not a video is going to cause a problem if I watch it. I never know. I've heard of this guy, and I think he's out of... Isn't he in Michigan? Yeah, he's from Michigan. Let me see here. Yeah, I have heard of this guy before.
Let me say this.
Hold on, is this a guy? Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah, he passed away, didn't he? I want to try to find. I can't find the one video you brought up about it. But I do remember Eric Mays. I remember him yelling at people and like calling people out and shit like that. And he was a councilman in Flint. Yeah. And Flint's is a fucking mess, bro. What a fucking absolute mess Flint is still in, even after all these years. If you send me the video on Twitter, the specific one you want me to watch, Escapo, I'll check it out, because I'm not getting... I only have like an MLive video that it suggested. It didn't give me like the full video. That's kind of annoying to me. But thank you for the 10 US dollars, man. I appreciate it. Dirty Jersey says, Hail, Epic Mike was finishing up Notre Dame game. Hail all. Well, welcome in, Dirty Jersey. Welcome in. Ducati Cat says, hey, Mike. Glad to hear fellow tree guys talking. Retired high voltage line clearance trimmer here. Bro, that is a scary job. All right? You have all of my respect. Listen, okay? Cutting a big-ass tree down is scary enough. Cutting up logs is dangerous. Doing firewood can be dangerous. But you guys getting up there with them fucking harnesses and them spiked boots and going up in lines and cutting tree lines and cutting, stuff out of power lines is scary as fuck. And I have a lot of respect because I couldn't do that shit. I'm scared of heights and I'm scared of electricity, and combining them both is not something I'm going to go do. My big black ass will not be seen up in some trying to cut some power line shit. So dude, you have my respect, bro. That is a lot of fucking work. I'm glad you're retired because I'm gonna be honest, that shit's dangerous as fuck. And I'm glad that you're one of the people that survived it. You have all my respect because that is a serious job, man. That is a seriously dangerous job that somebody has to do. And we'd be in a lot of trouble if you didn't have that job. So, hey, man, I'm glad you're retired. I'm glad you could just relax now and not have to do that shit anymore. So, Old Renaissance Boomer says, ties to Michigan, lived in South Haven for a few years as a kid. My brother was a pastor for our Synod's church in the Detroit area for 25 years. Many vacations in the UP and Lake Superior. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Dude, Michigan's great. I love Michigan. I know people have told me to get out of Michigan. I like Michigan a lot. I don't think that it's too far gone. I think Detroit is a fucking mess, but I think the infrastructure and the mess in Detroit is kind of relegated to Detroit and Flint and the surrounding areas. And I think that it can be salvaged and changed, but it just needs a massive spark to go off in that city to change things. So, Hail Mike, Canton is pretty close, pretty clean. Detroit's a mess. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been to Canton, but Detroit is a fucking mess, bro. It's a shithole sometimes. There's some really beautiful spots in Detroit too. That's the sad part. Like me and Josiah did a video years ago. We drove around Detroit and looked at all these beautiful places and awesome places that we could, appreciate about Detroit. But there's also some horrible shithole places too, man. And it sucks. The line starts at Livonia. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, like Livonia. Yeah, you're like, ugh. You could feel the oppression, man. It sucks. What's up, Meek? Sorry I'm late, dude. Howdy, chat. Hey, no worries, Mountain Mutt. I'm glad you're here. What's up, Charles Devane? Welcome in as well, buddy. I'm glad you're here. I was born in Grand Rapids, left Detroit in 2006. Well, that's rad. Fellow Grand Rapids people out here, bro. I fucking love Grand Rapids. Yeah, I like I said, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect city, but I do love it. I have a soft spot for it in my heart. So, and I have family there, so. I'm trying to finish reading False Gods, so I'll be in the background for a bit. Yeah, no worries, Atomic Patron. I'm glad you're here. Bro, we're so fucking behind on chat. A Lost Braves fan says, I'm now learning Lightroom to edit the pictures I take with my Rebel T7. Well, look at you, man. Fucking cruising. I'm proud of you, bro. Cock rings of power. I was born in Hackensack. Only place I've been in Michigan is Lansing. Used to go to a sci-fi convention there. Well, that's rad. They do not have the sci-fi convention there anymore? Fucking bastards. Although Grand Rapids Comic-Con is getting pretty big. I was actually impressed by that. Chris Gore was there last year, and we got to meet and hang out and have dinner with him. It was a really good time. So, oh Lord, here they come for rangs and kangs and shit. What's up, Service Vero? Welcome in, buddy. Mr. 30 Below just became a channel member. Oh, shit. Thank you so much, Mr. 30 Below. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's get the Vask out of Brazil. We got to get him to fuck about that country. If you want to play Call of Duty beta after you stream, just reach out. Hell yeah, Don Gaming. I appreciate that, bro. I mean, if we go deep enough into the stream, maybe we'll jump that up. Maybe. I do have it downloaded, so I've been playing it a little bit. I only played like 1 or 2 matches, but it's surprisingly good for Call of Duty. It's smooth. It's snappy. The movement system feels better than it ever has before. It doesn't feel janky and shit. I didn't feel like I was getting gypped out of kills every 5 seconds. So yeah, man, we'll definitely check it out. So like, I definitely want to play it. So, Hate Subway, prefer Jersey Mike's, but if you're in New Jersey, go to Quick Check. Okay, is that like the sub place? I want to go to a bunch of different places. The problem is like a Philly cheesesteak. You gotta go to Philly to get a Philly cheesesteak, but a Philly cheesesteak has a bunch of onions in it. And if I asked them to give me a Philly cheesesteak without onions, I feel like I might get shot. But I don't like onions, so I won't like the food if I eat it with onions. Adult Toy Story. No, that's not what I meant. No, brother, no.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Not Adult Toy Story. No. Damn it. Just walk north, Dan, right? You just keep walking north. You'll get here eventually. If you get to Mexico, they'll let you right across. So Dan should just jump the border and move to Cali. They will give him $150K for a house. Yeah. Even though there's no houses there that you can buy for $150K. That's good. Never had Firehouse. I've heard good stuff about it. I don't think I've ever had a Firehouse sub either. Rest in peace, Joe Rogan. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I would be really sad if Joe Rogan died. I'd be super fucking sad if Joe Rogan died. Because then I'm like, man, he's like one of the only he's like one of the only podcasts that I will willingly listen to. And I don't listen to all of his podcasts, but I try to listen to some of them. Like he had who was it on? He had Russell Crowe on the other day. That was a really good one. He also had Adam Sandler on, and those are some of the ones that I really like. As like somebody that likes movies and stuff, I really dig when they do interviews with celebrities and you can kind of see behind the scenes and hear some of the stories from like on set and some of the crazy shit like that. I live for that kind of stuff. I used to love late night shows because of the celebrity interviews. And then what was it? Inside the Actor Studio was one of my favorite shows growing up. Like when it came to interviews and talking about stuff, I love Hot Ones. I just like hearing different people's experiences and life experiences. They don't need to be celebrities, just different people that are interesting and have interesting stories and stuff. That's why I listen to Joe Rogan. And there's a couple other like smaller podcasts I occasionally listen to, but I don't listen to a ton of podcasts. Manny Twitter sounds like election season issues over in Brazil. Yeah, 100%. What's going on, Irish Jedi? San Francisco first draft pick got shot at Union Station. Really? Oh shit, bro. That's wild. At Jersey might get grilled onions, sweet peppers, and mushrooms all grilled. All of the things that you just said sound really bad to me. I like peppers. Peppers are cool, but grilled onions and mushrooms, bro. Can't do it. No, thank you. Couldn't be me, bro. Sup? What's this stream about? What's up, Darth Adobo? Hey, right, today we're just chilling. We're just talking about stuff. I do have like some actual topics to talk about, but we may get to those. We may not. I don't fucking know. I never know, dude. I do got one I want to open up with that we will talk about that made me fucking laugh. There was a video that just got put up. It was shared by Lethal Lightning is where I saw it, of a guy who forgot to mute his mic during Call of Duty, bro, and this shit was wild, bro. 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall was shot in a failed robbery. He's alive. Well, that's good that he's alive, but that's crazy, bro. That's nuts, man. Rest in peace, the dinosaurs. Is wild. Dan Vask's Sugar Mama for $2 says San Fran first draft pick shot at Union Station. That's scary shit, bro. Get the fuck up out of California, bro. If your urine is lancing, you should probably see a doctor. Damn. That's actually a pretty fucking good joke. I respect that one. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, absolutely. Albert Rodriguez says, calm down. No, you calm down. I'm calm. Yeah, my Jersey Mike's order is turkey or Italian, American or cheddar cheese, grilled onions, sweet peppers, mushroom jalapenos, regular onions, pickles, spicy relish, mayo, mustard, and extra chipotle sauce. Damn. That's crazy. Got to get paid to play that shit. Yeah, I ain't playing that shit for free. There's a lot of games I'll play for free, but I ain't fucking playing no Dustborn for free. Fuck that. Billy Mays here. What's up, Jay Darklighter? Welcome in. Mountain Mutt for $4.99 says Sneak Meek is fun, but Late Night is just as good. Also, Beardo Fat. Hey, listen, man. Dude, Mike is very behind. Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing. Trees crushing person sounds scary as fuck. Yeah, dude. It's nuts. I actually know a guy. I never worked with him Well, that's not true. I've worked with him once. Like, he had his own logging company, and I was doing firewood, and we were buying like treetops from him. Like, he'd cut a tree down and then bring it out to us or whatever, and we paid him like a small fee to like do that for us. And then we would cut that wood up and load it up and do firewood, and it was a faster way to do it. He was a really nice guy. He had this gnarly fucking scar like down like on his shoulder, down across his chest, because one time he had a chainsaw kick back on him and the chain just ripped into his chest or whatever. Fucking crazy gnarly fucking scar or whatever. He was a really nice dude. And one day he was out in the woods like he did every fucking day, and he was looking at a tree and he started cutting the tree. It's fucking Widowmaker. And for people that don't know what Widowmakers are, they're trees that look solid from the outside, but the whole top half of them is hollow. And so when you cut them, or you start to cut them, the top, instead of the tree falling because of the weight, the top snaps off one way and the rest of the tree goes the other. And they call them Widowmakers because you're standing right the fuck under that shit when it falls. And that was unfortunately what happened to him. He had the top of the tree broke off, fell on top of him, and he was gone. And it really sucked, man. That was really hard to hear about that. And certain jobs like that are just fucking dangerous, man. Doing that, I know being a garbage man is extremely dangerous. You know, there's a lot of jobs like that are heavy labor that are extremely dangerous that people don't think about. You know, there's all these like cautions and stuff, man. It's very scary. I've never been crushed by a tree. I had a good friend of mine break his leg. A tree came back and broke his leg. He was cutting like a Y branch. It was like this, and he was standing here and he was cutting it, and he cut this top off, not realizing he thought the tree fell like this. It actually fell like this and twisted. Or no, it fell like this and twisted back. So when he cut this, the whole tree snapped back like that on him, crushed his shin, like everything below his knee was just it looked like somebody crumpled a piece of paper. And he was like a mile deep in the woods. And bro, it was like, this is one of the scariest fucking experiences of my life. We were driving this truck, our work truck, and we had popped a tire. It was a dually, so it had two wheels and four wheels in the back. And we popped one of the dualies, and we were like, shit, we gotta go take this in to get it looked at. So we were waiting, and we were like, okay, let's call the guy, find out if he has a tire. We had a guy that we talked to or whatever, and we hadn't hit the road yet. We were like waiting or whatever, and it was good that we did, because sure enough, we get a call. The guy gets a call on his cell phone, and it's just the sound of a chainsaw running. And then you just hear like heavy breathing, and then you just hear like, oh Jesus. And we knew like right away something was wrong. And so we fucking just like, we didn't even turn the truck around. We just fucking beelined it through the woods to find him. And we found him, and we, cut the branch off his leg and managed to get him up on a truck and get him out of the woods and stuff. But bro, that shit was scary as fuck, man. Like, oh my gosh, that was like a harrowing experience. I've had some close calls. I had like a small tree hit me in the head before. Like it was only like that big around. But I had that come down and hit me in the head one time, knocked me the fuck out, sat me right on my ass. I had a fucking concussion the rest of that day. I don't even remember the tree hitting. I remember hearing the tree snap, and I remember waking up sitting on the ground, and I didn't know where I was, and I was trying to figure that out for a while. And then I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna go home. And they're like, yeah, dude, go home. So I went home. And yeah, my wife was like, yo, you okay? And I was like, nah, I had a tree hit me in the head. And sure enough, I was fucking concussed as shit, man. It was scary shit. So, Danny Sugar Mama says, Lansing can't be saved, letting you know right now. And I'm seeing a lot of the other areas that are pointing that direction too. Luckily for me, I own the top of a mountain. In West Virginia. I'm moving. You own the top of a mountain. That sounds rad as fuck. Imagine owning the top of a mountain. That sounds cool as fuck, bro. So yeah, I just own the top of a mountain. Like you're just climbing a mountain. You're like, oh, sorry, man, this is my mountain. Sorry. Mike Hill says, was wondering what they did to Sauron at the beginning of the first episode. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We'll get into that in a second here. You blend into Detroit, Mike? Yeah, I do. Yeah, like people don't, people think I'm just there. Last time I was in Lansing was 94. Convention my mom went to was always on the outskirts. Interesting. Excuse me. When they shot Detroit to be Gotham City and Batman v Superman, they had to change nothing. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. And then they got rid of all the film incentives and all fucking Hollywood went, deuces, we're out. I'm addicted to Deadlock. I've heard of Deadlock, but I haven't played it. It's good? I have to check that out, dude. If you want to tweet from Brazil, use a VPN, Vast Prawn Network. Well, you got to look at stuff somehow, so. Lansing Sci-Fi Convention we went to was Media West Con. I think they were doing their last one next year. Might try to attend that since my mom was an OG back in the early 80s. That's awesome, dude. Be right back, really busy. No worries, man. Quick Check isn't as good as Wawa. What the fuck are these names, bro? Are you guys just making shit up now? I feel like you guys are just saying things to me, bro. Imagine getting $150,000 for a house in Cali only to get obliterated by $200,000 in taxes. But that's the thing. You don't got to pay taxes if you're not from the country. If you're fucking illegal, how are they going to charge you taxes? You ain't got a social security number. You don't got a fucking ID. You just sign up for this program. They give you all this money, man. So, I end up listening to Joe Rogan, Dave Smith, or Michael Malice are on. Those are always good episodes. He also had a UFO expert on. I don't remember the guy's name now. He used to work for the government. Let me see if I can find his name. So I was listening to it. He had Mike Baker on recently. Luis Elizondo. He's the former head of the Pentagon's Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. He had some really wild shit to say about UFOs, man. He knows his shit. I was kind of surprised, dude. James Gandolfini's episode of Inside the Actor Studio was a banger. I used to be able to find it on YouTube years ago, but it's disappeared. Yeah, it's probably on a streaming service somewhere. I know you could find him everywhere, but yeah, dude, James Gandolfini was a fucking badass when it came to, like, that shit, so. Irish Jedi said, playing Diablo. Hell yeah, I respect it. James Lipton was a pimp before he died, before he did Inside the Actor Studio. Was he really? What? That's kind of amazing. I don't know. Roblox head Duzzy Headland says, breaking news, rest in peace, Beardo. Beardo of Tuesday night's main event just passed away from corn suffocation. Autopsy's being done on which way he ate the corn. That's a wild thing to say. That's so out of pocket, bro. That's crazy. Beardo's last words were, I like corn the long way. Mike is on pace to get his topics about as long as Beardo takes to start playing a game. Here's the thing going on, Mac. The trick is, I'm not playing a game. If I start a stream and it's a game stream, the expectation is I'm going to play that game. And the times that I have said it was a game stream and I didn't, I got chewed out by the chat because they're like, yo, listen, if you wanted to talk to us for 2 hours, just fucking do so because we like it. But if you're going to play a game, we want to watch you play the game. So technically, we've been talking about things because all this was a chill stream anyways. Lost Braves fan for $5 says, saving up to get a Sony A7 III and a 18mm to 35mm lens to start shooting real estate for a business out here in California, hoping for Black Friday. Dude, that's rad. Congrats, man. That's awesome, bro. I'm sure people will have like some advice for you, and maybe there'll be some places you can look to find all of that. That's fucking sick, bro. I'm proud of you. I really am. That's really cool, Lost Braves fan. Keep it going, bro. I would only gift you good games. Well, that's fair. I wouldn't waste my money on woke stuff. Hey, listen, I get you. Speaking of which, yeah, I did put my, fucking Steam in the chat, like one of the other streams. You can always go find me on Steam and hang out with me. You do not have to gift me games on Steam. I'm saying there's ever a game that you do want to specifically request or talk to me about, we can figure that out. I was gifted the first 2 Metal Gear Solid games. I bought the third one, but that was because I didn't know if anybody, I didn't want to assume that somebody was going to gift it to me, and I wanted to make sure I was ready to play it. So I always appreciate when you guys gift me stuff and gift me games. So, but it's always a conversation, because if you just like, hey, I gifted you, breast implant simulator, you should play it because I gifted it to you. I'd be like, well, here's the thing. I got to talk about it first and actually know if that's something I'm going to do. Like, if I say, like, hey, this is a game that I'm definitely going to play online or whatever, or play at some point, that's different than, like, yo, I gifted you this game that like you definitely can't play on stream without getting in trouble by YouTube. Um, but now I'm gonna be mad at you for not playing or whatever, that kind of a thing. So we try not to do that. Yeah, Captain Cisco and Gambit got me obsessed with New Orleans. Went there once, but I taught myself how to make Cajun food. Perfected over 20 plus years. This Yankee knows. Dude, hell yeah. Cajun food is legit. Fuck, Cajun food is legit. Didn't know being a garbage man was dangerous. Yeah, being a garbage man is one of the most dangerous jobs, like, in America. Because shit blows up in those garbage cans, or, like, garbage compactors all the time. Let me see here. Jobs in America. We'll just pull this one up. This is a random. This is industrial safety and hygiene news. 25 most dangerous jobs in America. You'd be surprised by some of these. That's not what it says here. I'll pull this up here. Logging workers. Look at that. One of the top most dangerous jobs. Fuck, that screen is bright as fuck. I'm so sorry, guys. Fatal injury, 111 per 100,000 workers. Total deaths in 2018 was 56. Most common fatal accidents, contact with objects and equipment. Yep. This was the most dangerous job. I mean, this article is written in 2020, so there could be a difference, but look at, like, logging workers at the top. Yeah, scary shit, man. And I didn't use a ton of heavy machinery, but even that shit is scary. Aircraft pilots and flight engineers, that makes sense. Transportation instance. Operators in oil, gas, and mining. You'd think that'd be more dangerous than aircraft pilots. Roofers. Yeah, falling and slipping off the roof. Garbage collectors right there. Also known as garbage collectors, refuse, and recyclable material collectors. Collect our trash. Recycling. Generally, these workers will drive a truck through neighborhoods and empty garbage bins and dumpsters in the trucks. We know all that, blah, 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 blah. The most common cause of death for garbage men is being struck by a garbage truck or other vehicle. Yeah, that shit's scary. Delivery drivers, farmers. I thought farmers would be higher on that list, but yeah. Yeah, man. Scary shit. There's some really dangerous jobs out there. That doesn't surprise me that Logger's at the top. Obviously, this is just one website, but I wouldn't be surprised that if Logger isn't always in the top 10 most dangerous jobs. Because of that. Like, yeah. A lot of places say that, yeah, it looks like most dangerous job is logging. Shit's scary. I wouldn't fuck with trees. Trees are unforgiving, man. That wood don't give a fuck. There's no any of that, so. It's called The Happening. Except they're not poisoning us and slowly, like, killing us through poison. They're just fucking falling on people. Did you see Jesus? I did not see Jesus. I didn't get hit that hard. I will say I had one of my most close calls that I was really, really thankful about. I have two interesting stories that I will talk about, and whether or not you're a believer, whether or not you're religious or whatever, you know, is up to you. I'm not ever trying to push anything on anybody. I am a strong believer. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus. I believe in the supernatural. I believe in all of that stuff. I believe in angels and demons and all that stuff. But like, one of the scary situations I ran into was, I remember I was cutting through like a bunch of different like tree tops that had fallen on the ground, and I was cutting this one that was in front of me, and I saw that it was slightly like the tree branch. It was like probably that thick around, and it was slightly bent. But I noticed that, and I was like, it's probably good. And I was standing there cutting it, and I remember I felt like I was like, I feel like I should stand on the other side of this. I don't know, like something's telling me I should stand on the other side of this. And so I listened to my instincts on it, and I stuck to the other side. And when I cut the tree, as soon as I got to, as soon as I like broke through like 75% of the tree, the whole thing just snapped, and the whole thing, like the whole tree, swung like probably like a good 10 feet out, like hard. Like I heard it whoosh across the ground, and where I was like standing, it was like right here on my knees. So I was cutting it with a chainsaw, and fortunately, it probably would have hit my chain brake, but who knows what would have happened. That bitch would have hit me right in my legs and taken my legs right out from under me, and the only thing I got in front of me is a fucking chainsaw and a tree. So I was very, very, very thankful that I missed that and that I dodged that or whatever. Um, and the other one is I watched a guy one time almost get hit by flying debris. I got another buddy of mine that saw it too, and we watched this debris change course in like midair. Like the guy was cutting like this big tree down, and he started cutting it, and when it fell, a piece of the tree shot off, and it shot towards the guy. He didn't see it because it was like, how did he was the way he was angled. He didn't see it. It was like a piece of it that like shot towards him, and the last second it just like bounced off. It didn't hit him, like, but we both saw it. And I was like, yo, that thing just bounced off of nothing, didn't it? And like he just got super fucking blessed that he didn't get hit with a piece of like a branch like that, because that shit would have hit him right in the head. So, I was a truck driver driving at night through West Virginia going uphill. I saw a tire flying right past my truck. That shit's scary, bro. Man, that's scary. I used to do tree work and luckily never had a tree fall on someone, but we were working off the road and a driver came and hit a buddy of mine who was holding the sign to go slow and killed him. Oh my god, dude, that's tragic. That's scary as shit, bro. I was a trucker, but now doing bus driving, better hours for a single dad and more time to make my writing career happen. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, man, respect for bus drivers, keeping people safe out there. A lot of people in your hands when you do that stuff. So, UFOs are a psyop. You think UFOs are a psyop? Interesting. Oh yeah, read Aleister Crowley. Yeah, I know that he says that aliens and demons are the same thing. Yeah, that's a common belief in like religious circles that do believe in aliens, is that aliens and demons are the same exact thing. The guy with the UFO thing that you mentioned is a plant. They literally their whole group started an institution called To the Stars University. Really? Interesting. I did not know that. That's kind of wild. I did not know that. They're selling a 480 laptop Ryzen 9 7900 for 2K. Where? I fucking want it. I need it. I need to get a new computer at some point. Like, my computer's fine right now. It does everything I want it to do. It's got a 3070 and it's got a i9 11900K in it, but I can tell that it's slowing down a little bit. I've had it since 2020, but I can tell that it's slowing down a little bit on me, and I can tell that it's not as like powerful as it was. And every time new games come out, obviously they need better and better specs. It runs fine for what I mean, it runs everything that I'm doing right now, and it runs it fine and stuff. But yeah, at some point I need to get a new computer. Probably need to talk to Meta PC or something. Man, 2K though for a 480 with a Ryzen 9 in it. Oh damn, where are they selling that at? I need it, bro. I have a 3080 Ryzen with a 5800. Dude, that's a good computer too, though. I feel a rant on the horizon. There's always a rant on the horizon, bro. Rust and Plant Simulator was screwed out of Game of the Year. That's true. I do agree with that. Dry Hump Simulator sounds legit. YouTube is tripping. Streaming is the hardest and most dangerous. Yeah, I could get a cramp in my hand. I could, I don't know, get social anxiety. I could, I don't know, say something dumb and get embarrassed on the internet. Fucking streamers, bro. That's some wild shit. Cat Lady Simulator, I'd play that. You have to figure out where to stuff all the cats, and you have to decide whether or not you're going to eat the cat food because you can't afford to feed all the cats and feed yourself. It's wild. I'd like to stream, but I hate YouTube and won't want to be anonymous. I'll just become a VTuber. That's what VTubing is. Does Ryzen 9 have a strong performance? The Ryzen CPUs are some of the best on the market. They're blowing Intel out of the water right now, bro. Like, Ryzen's on another level. But NVIDIA has the better graphics cards. So, lived in New Jersey for 38 years, been a PA for 6, finally escaped, but not far. There you go. Not super, just a ways away. Vexfear says, we had an ex-logger that came to speak at the school. I think what happened to him was a cable was pulling logs up the hill and snapped and cut his lower half off. Oh, shit. That's scary. That's scary as fuck. Do you believe in life after love? Do you believe in life after love after love? I do. Question: where's the elephant's sex organ? Answer: in his feet. If he steps on you, you're fucked. That's wild. That's wild, man. I love the supernatural. Just don't believe in it. There are days the universe is a strange place. It's true. A lot of unexplainable things, man. It stinks. Fart sound. Hold on. Wait, let me put on my sound there. There we go. I heard Intel 12th and 13th gen have problems and break computers. Yeah. Yeah, the Intel is kind of fucking up right now. They're not doing well. And I think Ryzen's gonna just fucking clean up now. So, Reese of the Cripple. Oh no, I'm gonna get yelled at. Since you're not registered to vote, I almost bought you Dustborn as punishment, but that seemed too much like cruel and unusual, so I stopped. Damn, that's wild, bro. I can't believe you. You're just like, you know what? If you're not gonna vote, then you're gonna have to play Dustborn. The only issue is it's a Dell Alienware $2,000 laptop, and I'm hearing Dell has issues. Oh, yeah, that's the kicker. So Alienware used to be cream of the crop, bro. Alienware used to be one of the best computers like you could buy. And then, yeah, Dell sold to like a third-party fucking company or some shit. And now the Alienware computers are made out of like fucking cheap parts and stuff. They're not like they used to. They're not the top-tier computers that they used to, so. AI sees the Bible. Every guy in ministry says, praise Jesus. Absolutely. Praise Jesus. What's up, Iron Oxide? Welcome in, man. The Midwest is so freaky, dude. Like, what in Fallout New Vegas? Why are there aliens and furry poltergeists? Midwest is just built differently, bro. The giant water jug gets me every time. Bro, I gotta drink water, man. I'm thirsty. Ryzen 7, 4.7 gigahertz, 4070 Ti. That's a good one, too. Damn, I'd take that right now. Do you see that? Happen to see the Ukrainian Twitch streamer almost got hit by a Russian missile? No? What? That's kind of wild. I have not heard about that. I don't even know. Can I watch that? I think I can watch this. Maybe? Let me see if I can watch this. Yo, that shit's freaky as fuck, bro. If that's real, that's scary as fuck. Wait a minute. Raiden? Pliskin, 3 degrees of Pliskin. That's wild, dude. Krista said, just let your soul glow. Hi, Krista.
Just let your soul glow. Just let it shine through.
Yeah, I got that video pulled up. Hi, Krista. Welcome in. I doubt it was a Russian missile. Probably Ukraine bombing their own people, trying to get NATO involved again. Maybe. Yeah, dude. Check your X posts, Mike. All right, I'll check it out. All right, this is that video, the Ukrainian streamer. I don't know if this is real or not, but we'll check it out.
Ради этого, да, скипнул? Ради этого я скипнул это.
The only reason that I have a hard time believing this is because he had like I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that we're built nowadays and like with streaming, but he had the wherewithal to like mute his mic. Like if I'm chilling, let's say we're chilling here and like I hear a fucking bomb go off near me or a fucking missile go off, there ain't no way in God's green earth I'm gonna remember to fucking mute my mic. My ass is up out of this chair, gone, bro, trying to figure out what happened. And the fact that he like had the wherewithal to like remember to like hit the mute button, I don't know. Maybe it might be real. Scary as shit though. Fuck that, man. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that shit. All right, let's pull up what do we got here? The Eric Mays. Okay, so this is the video that just got sent to me. I can watch. I should be able to watch this. So this is Eric Mays. He was a councilman out of Flint, Michigan. He passed away this year, but this is some of his highlights. It looks like so.
I'm just telling you. I'm gonna let you talk.
Who you talking to? You gonna let? The voters let me. I got voted in. Who you talking to?
I want you to know.
Ain't she crazy?
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Bro, the way he scared that chick in the seat right here, watch her jump, bro. Is this what it's like when you guys hear me yelling? Why was that explosion or whatever visible behind his head? Well, my guess is like it's probably coming in through a window, but that's kind of nuts, dude. Might be habit to mute, but you could be right. I don't know, man. It's interesting. Scary shit. What's up, Keenan? Hey, Keenan, guess who's in chat over on YouTube? Krista's hanging out. He muted his room because the Russians will copyright strike his video for the sound of their missiles. That's wild. To be fair, you often forget to unmute even without a crisis. You don't have to do me like that, bro. You don't have to do me like that, bro. That's wild. Dude, you don't have to do me like that. That's crazy. But watch her jump when he starts yelling.
I'm gonna let you talk.
Who you talking to? You gonna let? The voters.
She was like half asleep because they're all like sick of fucking doing politics and stuff. Who are you letting talking? I'm voted in. Bro, it scared the shit out of everybody.
The voters let me. I got voted in. Who you talking to?
I want you to know.
Ain't she crazy?
Do I have the floor? Do I?
Yes,
Do
you
I?
do.
Thank you very much.
What a fool.
Got to move the city forward. We have got to vote yes on this. Thank you.
You the reason that I'm gonna vote the way I'm gonna vote, because you tried to put words in my mouth like I said you was a racist. You got to stop doing that. You've got to stop doing that.
All I said there was mediation and
You
there were
told
people in rooms.
details
That's
of who
not
in what
confidential.
room and how many.
But
and
I am
what.
going to finish saying this.
Well, go ahead. We got folks sitting in business,
I'm the
and
chairperson.
I wouldn't care if you was the chair, the sofa, the TV. You gonna follow these rules. You out of order. Now say another word. You put your finger up in there. You're out of here.
That's actually pretty good, man. You're out of here. Bro, man was like, nope. That's actually pretty good. I like that guy. Also, speaking of people going off, UFOs are not a psyop. Hey, Channel says they're not a psyop. The guy going off hardcore reminds me of Ice Cube's dad in the movie Friday. Yeah, dude. Funny. Yeah, rest in peace, bro. That shit's hilarious. Black RK Outpost. That's wild, bro. I think Ryan is the Black RK Outpost. That's I think even more accurate. Oh shit! Can you just send me those? This is kind of nuts. Alright, let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. Just let your soul glow. Dan McLean just sent me this. There we go. I don't want to like dox anybody with all their info. That's kind of wild, bro. Look at this. Epic Samurai. I'll take that. I'll take that. I want to save that. I want to make that like one of my thumbnails now. I've said this before, guys. By the way, if you do any meme art or any AI artwork, anything like that that you want me to use as a thumbnail, you can always send it to me. And like I said, I am picky about what I will use as thumbnails. I'm not just going to use everything that I get as a thumbnail. But if I look at it and I think it's like something that I would use or something I think is really funny or whatever, and it makes a good thumbnail, I will absolutely use it as a thumbnail. So you can always send them to me. So, good night, everybody. Hey, good night, Sissy. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Old Renaissance Boomer says, putting together parts list now. Build new PC. We'll have it tied into my home theater, same as current PC. I grab a laptop so I can get it for under 500. Good processor, RAM, HD. I can upgrade cheap. Well, there you go. The only problem with a laptop is, you know, unless you know how to take them apart and do that, you can't really upgrade them. They're not upgradable. I definitely, for like, I have the computer I'm on right now as a laptop. The next system that I buy will be like a straight PC, because like, or a gay PC, it doesn't matter. Either way, it'll be a PC, because also the tech just isn't as strong in a laptop, even if it's the same tech with the two same specs on it. I know the gaming laptops have caught up a lot to PCs. But even with that, the performance is just never the same on it. But I like that this is mobile. I can take this wherever I want or wherever I go. And I'm not required to be at my desk to use this. So, somebody cares about his job. Yeah. Kick Beardo off TME like that when he pops off. You're out of here, right? Who the hell are you talking to? They voted me in here. Jeremy asked me to be here. That's pretty good. If you can get a desktop, get a desktop. It's better and cheaper. And yeah, they cool faster too. They're much better. They're much more efficient with cooling, which means you'll actually have a longer lifespan with a PC. And with a PC, you can upgrade it. You can take pieces out, plug new pieces in to upgrade shit. So, get a 48 and a Ryzen 700 or 9000 series. If I had the money to do it, I would do it. But I don't got no money to fucking buy a computer right now. I think my computer right now has 32 gigs of RAM and then 1 terabyte of storage, which is not enough. I need like 5 terabytes to actually like be enough because of how many games I download and how many different games I pull in and install and uninstall and stuff like that. So, but yeah, or get an SSD drive that's extra for extra storage. That's true. RVP says I own a buy PC. Well, hey, listen, I'm not judging here. So, even HP solders RAM to motherboard now. Apple has been for a while. Yeah, and Apple doesn't even fucking have gaming PCs. Like, I know their M2 chip is supposed to be a lot better, and you can run some games on it, but yeah, fuck that. Gaming laptop overheat. A laptop cooler is nice. Yeah, mine is on a platform laptop cooler. And then I have a fan over here that I use to cool myself. Or I use it to cool my laptop to keep it, stuff. So, Eli the Snake says, thanks, Epic Mike. I ordered my shirt. Should be here next week. Well, hey, thank you, man. And Hypnotic just popped up in chat. Hey, what's going on, Hypnotic? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I was just about to plug my shirt stuff. So, if you guys have not heard, if you've been living under a rock, maybe you haven't been on the stream in a while, maybe you've missed a lot of the streams, which is all good. None of that's a problem. Check this out. We got Epic Meek merch. We got Epic Meek merch. I can't fucking say that fast. Epic Meek merch. Epic Meek merch. Anyways, you can go over to fourthwall.com. I will put the link in the description here or in the chat in a second here. You can also go to the shopping tab on my YouTube channel. If you go to the channel, you can open the shopping tab. They have these. We've got a couple different shirts. These are Epic Mike shirts. They come, this one is like the main design. It's designed by my sister, Miss Rubenhoop. Comes in a couple different colors. Comes in lilac. Comes in red. Comes in orange. And they go sizes from extra small up to 5X for some of them. Not every color has that size. These look best, and I think this looks best in white. And it has all the sizes. But yeah, so you can go check these out. That's what we got going on right now over on the store. You can go there. Actually, why don't I pull that back up? We also have the Epic Meek Dark Edition. This shirt is the same design but inverse. It only comes in black. You can have it in any color you want as long as it's in black. We've got a Sneak Meek shirt. It's me in a box. This pretty lady who I don't know who she is, who's just a model, has this superimposed on her shirt. And this guy who definitely got really fucking high and looked like Andy Samberg, also wearing it. But yeah, you guys can go get these shirts right now over on my store. There's also a Solid Meek shirt. So yeah, I'm just experimenting with merch. I wanted to get some stuff out. I've been being asked about this for a while. Shout out to the Saska sisters and to Mrs. and Mr. Rough Night for kind of pushing me to do this. And shout out to Miss Rubenhoop for answering the call when I needed some artwork done for it. You guys can go check those out. They're awesome. They're, I try to get them at like a good price that's not super expensive, isn't breaking the bank. But I'm making a little bit of money on. And this is experiment. If you guys like this stuff, we've been getting orders out. People are liking them. People are saying that they're good quality. People are saying that they really like them. If you guys get them, tag me. If you get the shirts, when you get them, post them on YouTube or post them on Twitter, tag me in it. That way I can get pictures up. We can look at them together. We talk about it. If you guys are liking the quality of these, if you guys are liking the designs, if you're liking that kind of stuff, we'll do more of these. because I definitely want to do more shirts and do more merch. I've never done this before. It's a fucking weird feeling to have anybody buy anything of mine. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. So yeah, but the people that I do that have bought some of the shirts and have gotten them said that they're great quality and they're really, really, really fucking happy with them. So yeah. But anyways, shout out to Hypnotic for being here, hanging out. Hope you had a good stream, bro. If you have not, dude, go check out Hypnotic's manga channel. I don't have the link for it right now. If you have it, Hypnotic, drop it in chat. Because yeah, dude's got like a massive fucking manga collection. I've never seen anybody with a bigger manga collection. So, right now I have a nice pre-built. I need to swap the 3050 out into something better. Well, the nice thing is the 30 series chips are really cheap now comparatively. So, Eli the Snake says, Sneak Meek, let's go. Meek merch. Meek Mills merch. That's wild, bro. 1 terabyte M.2 Samsung's 980 Pro with heatsink. Confirmed 6,666 megabytes a second transfer rate. God damn, bro. Meech. I don't know, right? Dude, I'm trying to say all that shit. Opium colors? That's wild. Definitely should have retitled the page Meeks Meech, because I can't fucking talk. I know. It's now they make the best M2 drives and RAM memory. Just look up what type of RAM you get and what the chips are made from. I'd have to look. I don't fucking like MacBooks. I don't fuck with Mac typically. So the shirt model has bigger legs than Beardo. Well, that's a pretty low bar. So, give him a striped shirt. I think it was Waldo, right? The twin is. She's not my twin. The NVMe M2 drives are ridiculously fast. However, you cannot use virtual memory on a solid state. What it does, it literally kills your hard drive. Yikes, that's scary. Chet says I have my own life. Okay, I divorced his convo. What? And I say, hey, woman, where you been all modeling? That's my wife, says Chet. Chet, are you doing okay? Chet's having a good time right now, Chat. When I buy one, can you autograph it? Yeah. Listen, I will keep you guys always updated. It's possible that I'm gonna go to SpaceCon in Texas. Maybe. I don't know for sure. That's something I gotta figure out. I think that's in San Antonio. If I go to that, if you bring a shirt and you go, I will sign it. I'll be at MegaCon next year. I'm also gonna try to go to Vegas next year. If you go to any of those functions, I'll let you know if I'm gonna be there. If you go to any of those functions and you have a shirt that you want me to sign, I will happily sign it. Okay. I'll make sure to bring my own markers and stuff like that so we can sign them and have a good time with them. So, hey, have a good night, Dirty Jersey. I appreciate you, bro. Cool, man. So yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Yeah, other than that, we're just chilling. Holy shit, I've already been going for an hour and a half. Where the fuck did the time go, bro? It's kind of wild.
We would be honored if
also,
you would join us.
So, Virtual Games, thank you for the follow over on YouTube. So yeah, I got a couple topics we could talk about. One of the things I think is interesting because this kind of pertains to what we got going on. I don't know when this is supposed to be happening, but apparently there's a rumor. The rumor is that there is going to be very soon Metal Gear Solid 4 is going to be dropping on PlayStation and Xbox on like current consoles. I think it's going to be part of the Master Collection. And they're not telling anybody when they're dropping it. Now, I've played Metal Gear Solid 2, and then now we're playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and they're all part of the Master Collection. But then everybody's like Metal Gear Solid 4, and the problem is, like, if I was going to play Metal Gear Solid 4, I'd have to do it on an emulator, or find an emulator that could play it. And I wasn't going to do that, so the conversation was kind of going to be, we're probably just going to skip Metal Gear Solid 4 and then go right into 5. But it sounds like there's a rumor that this is going to be dropping soon. So I'll pull this up here. Yeah. So during an interview with IGN, Konami producer Noriaki Okamura provided cryptic insight into the potential future of Metal Gear Solid 4. In Volume 2, his elusive response, carefully crafted to reveal little, referencing the existing lineup in Volume 1, prompting keen observers to surmise the inevitable evolution in the form of Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Peace Walker's integration. The intricate dance of secrecy, orchestrated by Konami, suggests that a planned event will serve as the stage for the official unveiling, keeping fans in eager anticipation of the unforeseen. Okamura's revelations, though shrouded in mysteries, all but confirm the likelihood of Metal Gear Solid 4's forthcoming availability on the newest gaming platforms within a comprehensive collection. The veil of uncertainty surrounding the future of the series only intensifies expectations for the grand unveiling, waited with bated breath by enthusiasts eager to delve back into the world of espionage and intrigue. So I don't know if that's actually I don't know when that's gonna happen. My guess is going to be that it'll probably drop sometime this year. They'll unveil it and announce it because they pushed back Snake Eater until 2025, and my guess is they're going to want to have that ready to go so that you can go out and buy Snake Eater and kind of keep the hype going. So it'll be interesting. Just noticed Mike is almost at 2,000 subscribers. Let's go. Yeah, we cracked 1,900. I forget to promote that because like it's exciting and shit. I talked about it on Twitter yesterday, but yeah, we are at right now 1,909 subscribers over on YouTube. You guys are awesome. I fucking love you guys for subscribing and hanging out with us and chilling. That means a lot to me. So Master Collection Volume 2 is getting Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, I'm excited about that because I do want to play 4. I want to play all of them. I want to play the whole series. You guys fucking love me playing through the series. I'm enjoying the games. I don't hear like a ton of love for 4. I've heard people like 4, but I don't hear like people raving about 4, but I've heard people like it. So, you got one that has it sorted, J Darklighter? Okay. Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to PC, supposedly Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. Okay. Use third-party software. Oh. EPCS 3. Okay. Let me type that in and put that in my notes. Shoo. EPCS 3. Here we go. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out because I do want to play 4, but I'm not going to go to PlayStation to play it. Metal Gear Solid 4 is trash, says Frank. Ugh. I can't get past PS1 through 3 working, only Nintendo emulator, sadly. Okay. Playing 5 currently? Well, if I don't play 4, we'll just jump right into 5, so. You could just pull a video of the cutscene and react to it. Basically the same experience. There you go. Dan Vast Sugar Mama for $2 says, seeing the image I use for my lock screen on phone. Did you send that to me on Twitter? Metal Gear Solid 5 combat is amazing. That's what I've been told. Rough Night has told me that it's the best in the series when it comes to the actual like controls and the control schemes and stuff like that, which I think is rad. That's awesome. Because I mean, like, if it's just going to be honed and locked in, then yeah, I'll definitely check it out. So, let's see here. I can't find it. I'm not seeing it right now. So, sorry. 4 is fun, but it's like a movie. Okay. PlayStation emulators are hard to get working. Okay. Well, I'll check it out, and if I can get it up and running, awesome. If not, whatever. Like, it's no big deal. Metal Gear Solid 4, the highs are highs, but the long cutscenes definitely drag a bit. Yeah, well, I've heard it's like a 71-minute cutscene, which is like basically a movie. Y'all was at a restaurant, and the Karen next to me complained that the sriracha was too hot. Fuck out of here. That's wild, chat. That's, like, I can't even imagine that. Oh, sir, her sriracha is way too hot. It's like, then why did you order it? I think you can literally, phone and backpack. You guys are talking tech stuff. I don't even know what the fuck any of that means. 3 games that criticize the story, but really good compliment the gameplay. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Last of Us 2, and Metal Gear Solid 5. Okay. Interesting. So it's like, the trade-off is the story is weak, but the gameplay itself is actually really good. Interesting. Daniel James composed the music for Metal Gear Solid 5. He's a Twitch streamer that streams himself making music. Used to watch him when I made music. Not sure if he streams now, though. It's been a while. Interesting. wonder. I don't. Yeah, I'd have to look that up and find out. I have a problem with my PSX2 works perfectly, runs the games. Hey, Escapo, appreciate you, bro. Have a good night. You have to configure controller and settings. Yeah, I could definitely do that. So, Metal Gear Solid 5 is a very fine demo of a game, and that's where my positive end. That's nuts, dude. Final Fantasy 16 is kind of PC scene. I'm so hyped, man. Love that combat game. I have a weird love-hate relationship with Final Fantasy. I played Final Fantasy 15. I had a good time with it, but I also am not a super huge fan of the combat system. I miss turn-based combat, and I wish it would go back to being turn-based combat. And I thought the summoning system was kind of confusing at times. Now, I heard that, a lot of people liked Final Fantasy 16. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like. But yeah, I'm not a fan of like action combat from a series that has typically been turn-based. I wish they would go back to turn-based combat, honestly. I would have so much better time. So, speaking of PlayStation, this is another article that I found, and I really wanted to kind of go off on this. This will actually be a rant. You guys have heard me talk about this before, but this is actually going to be a fucking rant, and I'm kind of pissed. Because this is getting more and more annoying to me, to be honest. So as you know, Black Myth Wukong right now is out. It's on PC. It's on PlayStation. It's fucking killing it right now. It's crushing sales numbers, and people are really enjoying the game. People are playing the shit out of it right now. But one notable absence was Xbox. It wasn't on Xbox, and that really sucked. My guess is like this would have been a game that would have come out and been on fucking Game Pass, and would have been fun to play, and I could have made up my mind for myself whether or not I liked it and wouldn't have to pay for it and buy it. But it didn't come to Xbox, and the rumor was because there was a bunch of tech issues and they hadn't fully optimized the game, to which I took shots at Microsoft, because here's the thing. Microsoft has the Xbox Series X, which is their flagship console. It's their most powerful console that they have right now on the market. Then they have the Xbox Series S. The Series S is a smaller, virtual-only console that does not have the same parts. It does not have the same power. It does not have the same oomph as an Xbox Series X. And as such, it does not perform as well. So when you have a game come out that performs really well in an Xbox Series X, it has to be optimized to run in the Series S. I think that is a massive mistake. I think that all the tech and hardware should be in the Series S that is in the Series X, and you just don't want a disk drive, because that's one big thing that an Xbox Series X has, is a disk drive. It's not virtual only. So I took shots at Microsoft about this, because I thought, you know what? If you're not optimized, if that's the reason that this is a problem, then fuck you guys. This is your fault. Okay? But apparently now it's coming out that it is not the case. And actually, the reason, drumroll please, is because, Black Myth Wukong Xbox delay due to Sony exclusivity deal, not tech issues. Okay? Neither Sony nor Game Science have publicized an exclusivity arrangement around the popular action game. Black Myth Wukong's delay on Xbox is due to an exclusivity deal with Sony, a knowledgeable source has told IGN. Fucking IGN, but whatever. Corroborating report on Forbes, as well as what IGN has heard elsewhere. The source denied that Black Myth Wukong's delay is due to a memory leak issue, which was circulated by Spanish leaker Extasis, after what they said was a conversation with Xbox developers at Gamecom. Because of that, they claimed Black Myth Wukong had not been able to pass bug detection tests and was thus delayed indefinitely. Okay? Makes sense. I'd be pissed at Microsoft for this. However, IGN understands that no tech issue that would delay Black Myth Wukong has been reported to Xbox. Rather, the Xbox delay is a result of an exclusivity deal. Neither Game Science nor Sony have publicized, the source said. The source described the rumors of tech issues on Xbox as inaccurate. IGN has reached out to both Game Science and Sony for comment on these reports. They're obviously not going to give a fucking answer. This new information follows a series of confusing rumors and contradictory statements stretching back to June. Observers first noted the delay when Xbox Series X/S vanished from the Black Myth Wukong trailer shown during Summer Game Fest. In its FAQ, Game Science said that it was still optimizing the Xbox version. Here's the thing, dude. console exclusivity is fucking stupid. Okay? At one point, it sold consoles. At one point, you know, we are all on consoles. Consoles were the next big thing. That was how we played games. That's where we went. That's how we played with our friends. And then you have like a small, little, like, more, I wouldn't say super small, but a smaller niche market of people, specifically in the United States, that didn't have consoles and were playing on PC. There's other places that don't have console have always had PC. Here's the problem. Exclusivity shit is a thing of the past. It's a fucking dinosaur, archaic way of doing video games. It's an archaic way of marketing games, and the same fucking developers that are telling us that we need to spend $70 fucking on games. The games need to be more expensive than they ever have before, that they need to figure out more monetization options for video games, are the same fuckers that are releasing these games with exclusivity deals on one fucking console. Like, what are we doing? With the exception being Nintendo, because of the exception to the rule on a lot of things. But even with that, there are a lot of games that you just don't fucking buy on Switch. You buy a Switch to play Nintendo games, and then you buy an Xbox or a PlayStation to play actual hardcore games, because the Switch doesn't have the ability to play a lot of these hardcore games with any level of quality or usage. Like, so it's kind of wild to me. And the fact is, like, that now we're having things like Xbox, a game that comes out on Xbox will also come out on PC. They come out at the same time, because Microsoft is also a PC software company. And so selling to PC is a good thing, especially if they sell a PC and you then download Game Pass for PC on it. It makes a lot of sense, but it's not an exclusivity deal. It's on PC and it's on Xbox. But we still have Sony doing this stupid shit of trying to release games that are exclusive. We had the Square Enix flat out telling everybody the exclusivity deal with Sony hurts their business. It is not a good business practice. It's actually really dumb, and they need to stop doing it. And in fact, they want to focus on actually branching out to other consoles into PC. Surprise, surprise, that's a great move, and Sony doesn't like that move. Okay? Exclusivity is stupid. Okay? And now the way that Sony's kind of handling that, and this pisses me off almost even more, is to go, well, it's not exclusive. We have an exclusivity, a temporary exclusivity deal. So it'll only be on our console for a certain amount of time, and then it'll go to PC. Then maybe it'll also go to Xbox. And it's same shit with all these fucking gaming streaming services where they're like, oh, look at that. Like, or these launchers. Oh, look at that. Our game will be exclusively on Epic stores. So you have to buy the Epic store if you want to play this game, because it's exclusively there and not everywhere on PC. And it's like, what are you doing, bro? If it's on PC, then put it wherever it is. Now, if it's one of your game things, if it belongs to you, you created it, it makes sense for like Half-Life to like only be on Steam. Like a Half-Life game or a Portal game to only be on Steam. But it also makes sense for a game that's like 2K to only be on Epic Store, specifically because they're made by they're owned by that company. Okay? But the reality is, it's dumb. And you should be on every platform that you can be selling your game, because more people will buy it. There's a lot of people that don't like Epic Store and don't want to use Epic Store, and so they'll stay away from it, and that means they'll not buy certain games. There are people that don't like Steam and won't buy on Steam. Okay? It's this really stupid thing. And part of the reason that Nintendo is getting away with it as much as they do is because they have games that are so exclusive to Nintendo that they've never really been questioned as to why they're not on other consoles. Like Pokemon or The Legend of Zelda or the Mario games. And they're good quality, good games that play extremely well. And so people have a good time playing them on the Switch, or, you know, and stuff like that. But the Switch is old and it's showing its age. It was showing its age when it came out. I would love to play Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom without having to download an emulator to do so. I would love to actually just play the game optimized, 60 frames a second, okay, in 4K. And instead we're playing it at like 1080p at 30 to 20 frames a second because the software sucks. It's one thing too to even like go, well, if you buy this in the PlayStation store, we'll knock $10 off of it, okay? We have a price exclusivity in negotiation or something. But the idea that a game only comes out on a console or specifically one console and not others, or this new thing where it's like, okay, yeah, me and this company will work together to release our game, but it'll never be over here. It's stupid stuff, man. You know, and even I think the delayed pattern of like, okay, we're releasing it over here for a little while, but then after like a year or after 6 months, then it'll port over to PC and you can play it over there. I think that shit's just as stupid and just as gay, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't want to do that. Like, just put it everywhere so everybody can play it and everybody can buy your stupid game. It's frustrating, man. So that's my, like, mini rant about that. I don't like exclusivity. I think it's really stupid, and I really wish that it would kind of go away. So, talk about Tatas, possibly. They started doing the Kingdom Hearts style for combat in 16. I wish it would go back to the old days. Yeah, man, I fucking miss turn-based strategy, bro. Those were the fucking days. They were so good, so much fun. Like, yeah, dude, I fucking miss those days. So it's kind of a disappointment, but it is what it is. So Xbox just really isn't trying. Yeah, no, either performance or PS exclusive, but Xbox and PlayStation are way too comfy. Yeah, but the thing is, too, the one thing that Xbox is killing it on is Game Pass. I know a lot of people may not like Game Pass, but it's actually a great deal to go, yo, I don't want to play this game, but I'm already paying for Game Pass, and so now I could just, like, play this game without having to buy it, decide if I like it, and if I want to purchase it later because it's not on Game Pass, I can, or that there's DLC, I could purchase the DLC for it, so the company's still making money, but you're playing it on Game Pass, like, and now you have games like Call of Duty coming out, and it's going to be, I think, day one on Game Pass. There's a lot of these games that are coming out day one on Game Pass that I can now play, and I don't have to go spend $70 on, because that's the other thing, is games are getting more expensive, and they're going to keep getting more expensive. They keep justifying why they're getting more expensive. And that actually brings us to our next topic that I wanted to talk about. I have not read through this article, so I'm kind of curious to see what they have to say about it. But this was an article that I saw. This came out on the 28th. This is actually from the Baldur's Gate 3 developer over at Larian Studios. So the Baldur's Gate 3 developer thinks all games should cost more at a base level, says GTA 6 might raise prices over $70. Now some of this, I'm going to be honest, is like speculation and trying to like cushion the blow of this so that people get more and more used to it, so that we don't fight back or argue or complain when the game is too expensive. That is absolutely the thing that they're trying to do right now, and that they want to do right now. You know, they're trying to go out of their way to like prep companies and prep consumers for games just being more expensive. So Reese said Game Pass is bad for games too, Mike. The thing is, I pay a monthly fee and that game comes out on Game Pass and it's also on PC. So, and I don't think it should be that way. I don't think we should be doing monthly game sales, but there's also the thing is that subscription service has a lot of value in it. Is there any way to lower the cost of games? Well, I think they've done a lot of that. Like, a lot of games aren't even getting physical releases anymore. They're coming out digitally. So, like, there's no physical thing here. So now you don't even have a physical component that you're trying to put together. You're not trying to put it on a disc and make it work in a console or anything. So that's why I don't understand why they think this needs to be more expensive, other than they just want more money. So let's read this real quick. We're in an area of video games where the standard price for major releases has been set at $70. This price point is already reflected in big games that are coming out on current platforms like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Even Nintendo joined this trend with Legend Tears of the Kingdom, which also launched at this price. However, some believe a new pricing standard could be established next year with the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. Michael Dowse, the developer behind Baldur's Gate 3, recently expressed his thoughts on this topic. Speaking on X, he criticized what he called the artificial pricing structures of games today. He said, "I don't love the artificiality of pricing structures post-retail. Use the inflated base price to upsell a subscription and use vague content promises to inflate ultimate editions to make the base price look better. It all seems a bit dangerous and disconnected from the community. I think a game should be priced according to its quality, breadth, and depth. I'm not against higher prices, but this arbitrary uniformity just doesn't make sense to me. It feels so unserious. Almost all games should cost more at a base level because the cost of making them, inflation for one, is outpacing pricing trends. But I don't think we'll get there with DLC promises. So much quality and communication, everyone's just waiting for GTA 6 to do it. Dow suggested that due to rising development costs, many games should have higher prices, blah, blah, blah. But I actually partially agree with this guy when he's talking about this right here, like the artificiality of pricing structures and then using inflated base price upsell a subscription. So you go like, okay, cool. We actually saw a lot with Star Wars Outlaws. It's like, oh, hey, listen, you want to buy all this cool DLC for the game? You want day one DLC? You want these exclusive missions? Then like you're going to have to pay $150 for the game. And you go, I'm not spending $150 on that. Now that $70 price point doesn't look so bad to you. You know, you convince somebody, hey, this is how much it's going to cost to buy this game and, or to buy this stuff and have all this extra stuff in the game. Or you could just buy the base game for this little fucking bit. And people go, wow, well, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's the way to go about it or whatever. I think the idea that you go, hey, this game costs a lot to make, and we have to decide that instead of blanketly saying all games cost this much, you go, hey, we believe our game is worth this, so this is what the game price is, and if you guys don't like it or aren't excited about it, then I guess you just can't buy it. Don't buy it. And I think that that's a good thing to do. Like, I think that that's how the market should work. You should be able to say, hey, Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. It's a huge fucking game. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of money, and it took a lot of time and effort to do this. Not counting the online aspect at all, which is super predatory and all that stuff, and has its merit, but also is about making money. You go, okay, cool. The game comes out, and the game's going to be $80. You go, okay, why is it $80? Well, it's a huge undertaking. It's very expensive, and even though we're not going to tell you what our profit margins are, like, the game is huge. Well, people are going to buy fucking GTA 6. A lot of people are going to buy GTA 6. A lot of people are going to go out of their way and say, yes, I'm going to pay for this, you know, at almost full price or at full price because it's a huge game and I want to play it day one, you know? But then you get games that come out like, Dustborn is a good example. I know Dustborn was cheaper, but that's kind of advocating for that, of going, you know what? This game is not very big. It's made by an individual developer. The quality isn't particularly great on it. And we just want to get it out there and see how many people are willing to buy it. So that you sell the game at a cheaper price. Selling games at cheaper prices and, you know, based on what you think the inherent value is, or giving an indie developer a chance to go, hey, all right, so I'm going to release my game and I want people to play it and it's going to be $20. It's a great move. It's a great way to get people invested in gaming again. And I feel like they're constantly being price gouged, because the other side of it is too, I don't want to constantly listen to you. And when I say you, I'm talking about these people and like games journalists constantly gaslighting everybody and screaming at everybody about why every game should be $60 or $70. Okay. We don't need that. We don't need to have that. I think people are willing to pay what they're willing to pay for a game, and word of mouth is a big part of that strategy. It's going, yo, this game is awesome, and everybody's like, oh man, I want to get it. You know, it happened with Helldivers. It was word of mouth. Oh my god, Helldivers is rad. Helldivers is awesome. You guys got to play Helldivers. And imagine, like, you know, because I think Helldivers was $40, something like that to get. Like, that's a great value. I spent money on it. It's not a big deal. You know? Somebody mentioned Golem in chat. Golem is not a $70 game. Golem is a $10 game or a $20 game. And it's like, yeah, it sucks that you're losing money as a developer, but like, have you tried making good games? Because that's really what it comes down to. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 is one of the best quality, in-depth games that we've gotten in a long, long time. It's not perfect, and it was not finished when it came out. But they are finishing it with DLC. There are these patch notes and downloading patches and stuff to make the game fully fleshed out. They're getting ready to add mod support. There's a lot of things that they're doing to add to the life of this game and to make it better for the people that are consuming it. You know, I would have spent $80 on Baldur's Gate 3 if I knew what I was getting into. It would have been worth it, you know? But some games aren't worth it. Cyberpunk is not worth $70 or $60. Cyberpunk is more worth like $40. And then the DLC could have been like another $30, and I would have paid for the DLC once I saw what kind of work they put into it, you know? So yeah. Somebody said that GTA isn't gonna be good. just not worth it. I don't know, man. Wukong is worth, but I'd still at least wait for the first sale. See, I'd buy Wukong right away. Like, I do need to buy it still. I have not bought it yet. But, like, I'd buy Wukong based on word of mouth and based on how much people like it and the quality that it looks like it's presenting. I'd fucking, you know, the Elden Ring, I bought at full price. I'd buy full price again. There's a lot of things that I would buy full price that I think are legit, you know. Cyberpunk is worth it now, but not when it released. 100%. Yep, 100%. And this new attitude, like we had with Blood and or Skull and Bones or Skull and Crossbones or whatever the fuck that name was, like is like, hey, we gotta justify this is a quadruple A game, and like fucking nobody's out here playing this shit. You know, nobody's out here playing this shit. Nobody's out here enjoying this game or like not nearly as much. Now some people say they go to and they play it and they enjoy it for a little bit and then they leave and come back and they enjoy it, and I'm like, that's not how the game's supposed to be played. The game is supposed to be like a really in-depth game that you want to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. So Wukong could suck it. They released digital only and didn't have a release date for physical media. Did they really? I didn't know that, Thomas Ryan. What's up, by the way? Good to see you in chat, buddy. I want to charge $70 for a game. Give us a game worth the price. 100%. People will go out there and spend it on a game if they know it's worth it. So, I paid $50 to $60 on sale for Final Fantasy 16 Wukong and Stellar Blade. There you go. And a lot of people believe those games were worth it. You know, a lot of people believe that those games were worth full price from the get-go. You know, is this new? Hold on, I gotta find this real quick.
Here's a few things I believe.
God, another fucking commercial. I'm so sick of fucking political commercials. I could just fucking shit my pants, bro. So I don't know if this is actually true or not. I just saw something about there was a meeting about Half-Life 3 with Gabe Newell. I don't know if that's actually true or if that's just rumors still. So we talked about this like maybe like a week ago that this oh shit, there was an X post about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so all right, according to this conversation that they had on this video with Gabe Newell, this guy's name is Gabe Follower. I have no idea who the fuck he is, but according to like a conference call that they did with Steam, Half-Life 3 is actually confirmed. Like Half-Life 3 is straight up actually 100% confirmed. Let me see here. So I don't know if this is actually true or not. Like I said, we've heard this before a lot, but according to this, notable Counter-Strike and Valve leaker data miner Gabe Follower has been doing independent investigations for the past 3 years about Half-Life and now states that the game exists. The game features a semi-open world, a weather system, day and night cycles, smart NPCs that can talk to you. And he posted about it on X, and then there's a YouTube video about it where apparently there was a conference call and Gabe Newell is talking about Half-Life 3 in the game and that they're actually doing it. I don't know if that's, you know, like, guys, we've heard so many times before and had so much hope before that this was going to finally become a thing, but, you know, who actually knows? But if this leaker is correct, and what I'm reading about him is that he's been right about a lot of things, is that, you know, this is actually something that we could be like looking down the barrel of, and that's actually pretty fucking exciting. I fucking love the Half-Life series. Anybody that I know has wanted a Half-Life 3 for years. So, let me catch up here. Skull and Bones isn't worth it. Yeah, I didn't buy it. I wasn't gonna buy it at all. Is it possible that another problem is Sony's damaging itself with woke policies that release failed games like Concord? I think that that's part of it too. Is that it's a two-pronged approach. You're leaving money on the table, and then you're not releasing good games. Yeah, no, that's a recipe for disaster. So, What pisses me off is when a game comes off an exclusivity deal 2 years later, expect people to pay full price when it comes to another store. Fucking greedy cocksuckers. I agree with that. Yeah, I 100% agree with that. You're like, hey, yeah, this game that everybody played and had a good time with, and is gonna talk shit down to you because you're a PC player, like a fucking console player has any room to talk shit to a PC player. They go, oh, I played this game already like 2 years ago. And like, well, it's now on PC and it's full price. And you're like, nah, go fuck yourself. That should absolutely be on sale. Like when God of War came to PC, I didn't buy it brand new. I bought it when it was on sale because that's what was worth it. It wasn't fucking worth buying brand new. There's no fucking way that game is worth buying brand new, like at all. I mean, at least it's not worth buying brand new. Wow, with words and stuff. It's not worth buying brand new having been out for 2 years. So I'm very like, I was happy with the game. I thought it was worth it. I think I got it for like $40. It was worth $40. I had a good time. Quadruple A game sounds like something made for billionaires to play VR mass environments built on their private islands. Yeah, right? Where they can do all the gross billionaire shit and not get caught. Mike has better hair than Dan. Well, what's up, Bruce? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in, man. I appreciate that. Once games goes, I'm worried about Steam. Yeah, I would be too. Why is there no high quality, faithful movie adaptation of the Black Mesa incident? I could still see it being one of those one camera shot type movies. You know, that's a really good question. You know, I know some people would be really resistant about having a Half-Life game and having Gordon Freeman talk, but I think you cast that really fucking well and you have him talk and be part of it and do a fucking, you know, the problem here is this. If you do a Half-Life game, they're in the current climate right now, they're going to develop it and they're going to make Alex the main character. They're going to try to move away from Gordon Freeman being the main character. They're going to try to make Alex the main character. They're going to try to make a big deal about Alex and how awesome she is and what a girl boss she is and all of that shit. Alex is an awesome character. I love Alex. She's great in Half-Life, but she's not the main character of the game. Gordon Freeman is. And the idea currently is that they're going to try to run with, I could see them trying to run with that and completely fucking missing what makes Half-Life special to a lot of people. So Last of Us 2 combat gameplay is literally just one's combat and gameplay, so I enjoyed it. Interesting. I want old God of War on Steam and GOG so bad. Yeah, that would be rad. Sony was once king of the single player games during the PS4 era, and now they shot themselves in the foot when they should have resisted the woke virus. Yeah. Red Dead Redemption was still $65 6 years after it came out. Yeah, that was wild. Now it's like $30 on Steam or some shit. Last of Us overrated. I never played The Last of Us, so I wouldn't know. Service says I prefer single player games over multiplayer. So do I. Definitely wouldn't make Alex the main character. Yeah, they would, and it would be fucking frustrating. Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed about that. I'll have to do some more research into this Half-Life 3 leak and see if it actually is real and see if we're actually going to get a Half-Life 3. That's pretty exciting if they actually did. Yeah. Apparently, according to this, in 2020, Gabe Newell said that the reason that they didn't make a Half-Life 3 was because the developers had kind of significant issues with the Source 2 engine. It was not sufficiently developed for a project as large as Half-Life 3. As a result, every time the team had a dead end, it led to frustration. Eventually, team members would part ways. So they'd get mad about the restrictions for the engine itself. So that's kind of interesting. But I would fucking like be so fucking excited for there to be a Half-Life 3. Like, I fucking love the Half-Life games. They're some of my favorite games of all time. So yeah, guys. All right, I think I'm gonna wind down now. It's getting late. I got to get up in the morning. But I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to do an epic late night with Epic Mike. We hit 2 hours. I'm going to try to do an earlier start tomorrow because I do want to do Sneak Meek tomorrow, and I want to try to get started a little earlier so you guys aren't up as late. We may start it and do a longer stream of it, but I don't want to keep you guys up until fucking it's 1 in the morning right now for me. But yeah, man, I think we're going to start winding down a little bit. Yeah, please like the stream if you haven't already. If you haven't given the channel a follow, please give the channel a follow. I appreciate it. Once again, we're monetized on this channel. We're monetized on Kick. So please feel free to send subs, send super chats and channel memberships. Go check out the shop. Go pick up some merch for yourself or your friends or your family members. The merch is awesome. I'll drop the link right there for it. Go check it out. And then, yeah, we'll definitely be playing again. Like I said, tomorrow, I think we're going to do Sneak Meek. But because I appreciate you guys so much, you know I like to spoil you guys a little bit. We'll go out and we'll end the stream on a high note. We'll end the stream on some chicken grease. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you so much. And, yeah, talk to you later.
Chicken grease in my soul. That's how I roll. KFC